Hi, my name is Jorge Gonzalez and I'm a realtor in Miami, Florida with Keller Williams Realty and team data of 8. Are you wondering if mortgage interest rates are going up, does that also mean that home prices are going to start coming down? If you've been wondering about that, I'm going to talk a little bit about it in this video, so stay tuned. I'm coming to you just a few days after the Federal Reserve Bank announced a recent interest rate hike to the federal funds rate. They increased the rate 0.75%, and now the interest rate is 1.5%. Well, that's an interest rate that has a ripple effect on other interest rates like mortgage rates. So I've been getting this question a lot lately. A lot of my conversations are about the interest rate hikes and what impact is that going to have on home prices. George, do you think this finally means that we're going to have a real estate crash? George, do you think that this really means that prices are going to start coming down? The answer to that question is not cut and dry because it depends. It depends on what's happening in the market because prices are not only a factor of interest rates on mortgages, it's a supply and demand. And so right now we're in a very strong seller's market. You know, we have a lot of home buyer demand, a lot of buyers on the market, and there are very few homes on the market. We call that in our industry inventory. Inventory is low. And so the fact that interest rates have a direct impact on buyer demand. So if interest rates go up, that means that buyers that are in the market are going to have an issue with affordability. Now that their interest rate is probably going to rise, that means that their mortgage payment is going to go up, and that means that they can afford less. Well, yes, it is having an impact on the market, and just right after the Fed funds rate went up, mortgage rates started climbing. And so that means that the home buyer that was already in the market, they already had their sights on a house at a specific price point. But now that their mortgage payment is going to be higher, they no longer can afford that payment and they can no longer afford that price. So that means that they're going to either have to back out of the market and change their mind and see what happens next and then not buy. Or they're going to say, you know what, it is what it is. I still need to buy a house. I guess I'm going to have to buy a house at a lower price. And yes, so if you think they're going to start making offers on the same type of house, they're just going to make lower offers, you would think, okay, prices are going to come down. But that's not really how the market works. What really prevails in a seller's market is the fact that there are so few houses on the market. And so if you have a scarce commodity like a house and there are not many houses on the market, the fact is that you can wait for that buyer who is willing to pay that price for the house. And so the factor that has a stronger impact on whether prices fall or rise is how many houses are on the market. It's more a factor of supply. And so there are still way more buyers than houses on the market. Some buyers may get discouraged by the interest rate hikes, but some are going to just face the reality and still, persevere until they find a house that they want. And so prices are probably going to, still stay either where they're at, or more than likely, they're going to continue to grow in price. The value of those properties are going to grow just because until there are many, many, many more houses that come on the market, buyers are going to have to face the reality that there are a few houses in the market. And if they truly do want to buy, they're going to have to be willing to pay the prices that are on the market, and that prices are going to probably continue to go up. That might be sad news for buyers, but it should encourage home sellers. If you're sitting on the fence about whether you should sell your house, it still is a good time to sell your house. And probably property values are going to continue to go up. What might change is that the rate of appreciation, the rate that your property's value is going to go up, that rate of increase might slow down. But is your property value going to go down? Are property values in general going to come down? I'm here to predict that that's probably not going to be the case. You know, this is a complex issue, and you want to talk about it a little bit more. I love talking about these things. Economics is one of my hobbies, and residential real estate economics in particular. So if you have any questions about whether you should continue the buying process or whether you should put your house on the market, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. I'd love to talk about it. Until then, if you have any questions, let me know and I'll answer them in a video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.